Abraham Lincoln is remembered as one of the greatest leaders in history. He was the 16th President of the United States, and he played a crucial role in ending slavery and uniting a divided nation. But his journey was not easy. Lincoln was born in poverty, faced numerous failures, and suffered great personal losses. Yet, he never gave up. His life is a story of hard work, honesty, and determination. This is his inspiring journey, from a poor farm boy to the most respected leader in America. Chapter 1. A difficult childhood, 1809 to 1816, born in a tiny wooden cabin. On February 12, 1809, in Kentucky, USA, a baby boy was born in a small wooden cabin. His parents, Thomas Lincoln and Nancy Hanks Lincoln, named him Abraham Lincoln. Life was very difficult for the Lincoln family. They lived in a one-room house with no windows or floors. Winters were freezing cold and summers were hot and harsh. They had no electricity, no proper roads, and no schools nearby. Lincoln's father was a farmer and carpenter, but the family was very poor. They worked from morning till night just to survive. The death of his mother. A heartbreaking loss. When Lincoln was 9 years old, his mother became very sick. She suffered from milk sickness, a disease caused by drinking milk from cows that ate poisonous plants. There were no doctors nearby. She died suddenly, leaving Lincoln and his sister Sarah heartbroken. Lincoln later said, "All that I am, or hope to be, I owed to my angel mother." Her death was one of the greatest losses of his life. A new mother who changed his life. A year later, Lincoln's father remarried a woman named Sarah Bush Lincoln. She was kind and loving. She treated Lincoln like her own son. She encouraged him to study and provided him with books. She taught him moral values, such as honesty and kindness. Lincoln finally found the support and love he needed. Chapter 2. The Love for Learning, 1816 to 1830. Education. The Boy Who Taught Himself. Lincoln attended school for only 1 year in his entire life. His family was too poor to send him regularly, but he had a deep love for learning. He borrowed books from neighbors. He walked miles to get a book. He read by candlelight at night after finishing farm work. Some of the books he read included: the Bible taught him morality and justice. Aesop's fables helped him understand human nature. The life of George Washington inspired him to become a leader. His stepmother once said, "Abe read every book he could lay his hands on." Working hard on the farm. Even though Lincoln loved reading, he still had to work very hard on the farm. He cut trees and built wooden fences. He plowed fields and harvested crops. He took care of animals and carried heavy loads. Life was not easy, but Lincoln never complained. Chapter 3. Leaving Home and Early Struggles, 1830 to 1836. Stepping into the World Alone. At 21 years old, Lincoln left home to find his own path. He worked in various jobs including farm worker, plowing and harvesting crops, boatman, transporting goods on rivers, store clerk, selling goods in a shop, postmaster, delivering letters to people. People noticed that Lincoln was honest, hardworking, and kind. One day he accidentally took extra money from a customer. Instead of keeping it, he walked miles to return it. Another time, he helped an old lady carry her bags instead of focusing on business. Because of this, he earned the nickname Honest Abe. Self-studying to become a lawyer. While working, Lincoln was still hungry for knowledge. He wanted to understand the law. He borrowed law books and studied day and night. He listened to court cases and learned legal arguments. In 1837, he passed the bar exam and became a lawyer. he started practicing law, gaining a reputation as a fair and intelligent man. Chapter 4. Entering Politics, 1837 to 1860. First election, a failure that taught him a lesson. In 1832, Lincoln ran for the Illinois state legislature, and he lost. But he did not give up. In 1834, he ran again, and this time, he won. He became a great public speaker and leader. Marriage and family. In 1842, Lincoln married Mary Todd. She was intelligent and strong-willed. They had 4 children, but sadly, 3 of them died young. These personal tragedies made Lincoln sad and depressed, but he continued working hard. Chapter 5. Becoming President, 1860 to 1865. Winning the presidency. In 1860, Lincoln ran for President of the United States and won. He became the 16th President of America, but his biggest challenge was just beginning. The Civil War, saving a divided nation. The North wanted to end slavery. The South wanted to keep slavery. In 1861, the country split into 2, and war broke out. For 4 years, Lincoln led the country through the Civil War. In 1863, he signed the Emancipation Proclamation, which freed all slaves. He gave the Gettysburg Address, one of the most famous speeches in history. Lincoln's bravery and leadership saved the country. Chapter 6. The Tragic End. The Assassination. On April 14, 1865, Lincoln went to Ford's Theater. Suddenly, a man named John Wilkes Booth shot him. Lincoln was rushed to a nearby house. Doctors tried to save him, but he passed away the next morning. The entire nation mourned his death. Chapter 7. Lessons from Lincoln's Life. Never give up, even after many failures. Hard work and education can change your life. Honesty and kindness earn respect. Fight for what is right, even if it's difficult. We hope this long, detailed story of Abraham Lincoln inspired you. If you liked this story, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends. Thank you for listening. Keep learning and stay motivated.